Hello and welcome to an episode of Drinking the Kool-Aid. This is a comedy podcast dedicated to the mysterious. My name is Cassidy.
My name's Amanda.
And Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
You did it. You made it through the year.
Oh my gosh. So did we.
Somehow. Barely. Skin of my teeth,
Guys, don't let these smiles fool you. We are stressed.
This is very stressful.
We are really stressed. We are actually recording this the week of Christmas.
Yes, because thank you for letting us have Christmas off.
Yes.
And no one being too mad at us.
Mm-hmm. And if you are, you didn't tell us. So
and if you're on the Patreon, hopefully you're enjoying the little goodies that we released on there to make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we are here and we made it.
We made it.
I do feel like I'm jinxing us because we're pre-recording this to be like, we made it through the year. And then it's going to be like, podcasters tragically die in 2 separate car crashes on the same day.
Why would you say that?
We're both going to be in the car, but separate cars.
I know, tomorrow at the same time.
Maybe we'll run
day.
into each other and explode.
Or we'll run into a Waymo.
I'll run into, Waymo. That's so crazy.
So crazy.
Also, how is that not bigger news? That, like, the city of San Francisco had a blackout basically for like hours and hours.
I literally didn't even know until this morning when the lady at Marshall's was like, "Oh, you're going to San Francisco. You heard about the blackouts?" And I was like, "No, I didn't."
I heard it mentioned I was driving yesterday. Yeah, because I drive now sometimes. And I was listening to NPR because, I listen to NPR when I drive. I'm that old lady. And I also am gripping the steering wheel because everybody drives so fast.
So fast.
I'm so scared.
You should be.
I'm terrified.
I am too.
Frankly. But so listening to NPR and they're like, and after the mass blackouts in San Francisco that affected the area for like a day and a half, the PG&E or whatever says that there's still 20,000 residences without power. And I was like, what? And then so of course when I get home, the second I get home, I look up like videos about it, and it's all about all the Waymos.
Mm-hmm. The Waymos are just stopping in the streets, guys.
They got like bricked.
I don't know if you know this.
Which, why?
I don't know.
Don't they have batteries? You think they'd be battery powered? Why would they get bricked?
I am so scared of robots and these self-driving cars that I will never get into one.
I know. You've told me many, many times.
And now this happens? Yeah, you bet your ass. You can't pay me to get into one. I mean, maybe you could pay me. It would have to be a lot of money, though.
I saw somebody call a Waymo recently, and when it showed up, there was a man in the trunk of it. Oh my gosh, why'd that light just go out?
I don't know. I'm scared.
I'm scared too. I'm scared. I think I'm gonna die in this house. See, I did jinx us.
Oh my God.
Please hold.
Okay, let me see what's going on there. I'm scared.
It looks like it got unplugged because the light isn't even on anymore. This checks out. And Amanda said, "Let there be light."
Whew. Am I like Jesus or what?
Something like that.
I think that was the ghost of Christmas past.
Ooh.
Or the ghost of Waymo.
The ghost of Waymo. Yeah, they were like, that was the government. Like, shut up about the Waymos.
Oh my God, stop.
We hear you. And
I
we
mean,
we don't like it.
I would believe that they would have access somehow to my power cord.
To your power cords, the power grid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, something blacked out San Francisco.
They're gonna black out just my apartment,
just your apartment, just the ring lights.
Yeah,
they're like, we're shutting this shit
down.
We're
shutting down. Drinking the Kool-Aid. Last episode of 2025. Last episode forever.
That's right.
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
And then that's when we're gonna die in those car crashes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, actually, I don't want to
twin.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because it's actually scaring me. You know.
Well, but yeah, the Waymos. I don't really understand why they got bricked.
Yeah, I don't understand either.
Because, I mean, I get like they're not hooked up to the power grid. I guess maybe if it like took down Wi-Fi or something and they're like connected to Wi-Fi.
Wait.
You think they'd be connected to something better than Wi-Fi though?
Yeah, for sure. Also, like back to the guy in the trunk. What was going on there?
This mom called a Waymo for her daughter, and the Waymo shows up, and there's a dude in the trunk.
What was he doing?
And he's like, "They won't let me out. They put me in here." And the mom is going like, "Who's they?"
No, wait,
and he's like, "They put me in here. I can't get out. They won't let me out." And she's like, "What? Get out of? What are you doing?" And he was like, "They won't let me." And she's like, Who's they?
I
Why
need
would
to know.
and she keeps saying, who's they? Why would they put you in here? And why wouldn't they let you out? And he's like, I don't know.
Oh, it's the government.
No, he's just I think he's a creep who wanted to attack a woman.
Oh.
I think he's just a creepy man who got in the trunk of a Waymo and was like, can't wait for a woman to get in here or a little
That's
kid.
insane.
Yeah. That's what, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe they did put him in there, but like,
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't know.
but like, how creepy is that?
No, that's really scary. Yeah, okay, guys, just stop using that, please. Okay?
And
Thank
the,
you.
the woman who like recorded it, whatever, and she like turned it over to the police, I guess. She was like, the reason I call Waymos for my daughter when she's going to ride alone is so there's not some man driving her.
Yep, that makes sense.
And now there's a man in the trunk.
There's always gonna be a man somewhere.
Oh my God, they're always there.
You know what I mean?
They just show up.
Like no matter what, there's gonna be a man
it's
somewhere.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah,
we gotta figure out how to fix this.
Yeah, we really, truly.
We gotta get the best minds in technology working on that problem.
No, because they're all men.
No, the best minds in
Well, the
technology are
best
definitely
minds-
women. I said best.
Okay,
not,
the best
I
minds-
said best, not richest.
True. Okay. Just the ones that, we hear about all the fucking time.
Yeah, those guys are all idiots.
Losers.
Losers. But yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, so let's hope that by the time this comes out, Christmas was fine.
Yes.
And everything was smooth.
We hope you had a wonderful Hanukkah, a happy
Yes.
Christmas. We hope you're going to have a happy New Year.
Mhm. Every holiday imaginable,
Hopefully,
really.
you're setting some nice resolutions for what you want the next year to be like for
Yes.
you.
Oh, okay. Guys, we have a problem.
Oh, we're also wearing Christmas colors. I'm wearing green and you're wearing red. That's
are!
cute.
Oh my God, how cute.
That is cute.
Okay, but we have a problem.
Okay, what
This is
it?
serious.
Lay it on
So,
me.
I really wanted my New Year's resolution to be, I don't really know if this is a resolution, a goal, whatever, to become a martini bitch
Okay.
in 2026. I wanted to drink dirty martinis. Like, I
Okay.
wanted to be that girl.
Yes.
I tried one the other day.
Okay.
Disgusting. I will not
Well,
be that
what
girl.
kind of martini did you try?
A dirty martini with blue cheese stuffed olives.
Okay, like what kind? Like, was it gin? Was it vodka? Was it
was vodka.
dry? Was it what are we talking here? Did it have vermouth in it? No vermouth?
It did. It did have vermouth in
Okay.
it.
Because like I like mine dry, extra dirty vodka.
Dry is no vermouth or vermouth?
Very little vermouth, if any. Like I think at the place that I usually go, they literally have like a spray bottle where they like give you like the essence, so you just have like the smell of it.
Okay.
But a lot of places will do like put vermouth in the glass, swirl it, and then toss out the vermouth.
Okay. Yeah, there was vermouth in this one and blue cheese stuffed olives, and it was very dirty.
Yeah, I like mine really dirty.
It just tasted like, I don't know, like salty water.
Yeah, that's the point.
I know, but I thought that was going to be like, I was like, okay, I'm going to like, I think it's classy personally to drink like a dirty martini.
I love dirty martinis.
Yeah, I think
they get me in trouble sometimes because you'll have like two and you'll be like, I can have a third. And then you go for the third and you're like, oh no, forgot this is just straight vodka.
Right.
Whoops. And then you have to walk home like, ooh.
But I was like thinking like, okay, less sugar. It looks classy. It gets you drunker faster. So you only need like one or two. Like I could be that girl. No, I can't.
She thought she could be me, but she couldn't keep up.
I couldn't keep up.
She
You're
couldn't do
just
it.
too
I'm too classy.
You're too classy.
I
And
say
cool
as I
for
pick
me.
my nose while
No, but really, I'm sad. And like I always see like TikToks of like girls trying like different martini. Like there's like martini flights at restaurants. And I'm like, that's so cool. Like I wish that could be me.
Yeah, I like martinis. I like a dirty martini. Sometimes I'll do when my dad was in town, I had a gin martini with a twist because that's how he likes it. And I thought that was pretty good.
Like that's cool.
Yeah.
But I can't do it. I'm not cool enough.
Well, maybe you'd like a gin martini with a twist. You like gin.
Yeah, but it's just gin with a twist.
It's like gin shake, they shake it with ice. It's super, super cold. And then with lemon.
I think the problem
So it's
is
like really herbaceous.
I think the problem is I just like sugar in my drinks.
Yeah. See, I don't like even we're drinking these. They're hard to drink. They're like these eggnog things.
This is hard to drink.
Yeah.
It tastes like a root beer float.
It's making my tongue feel itchy with
Wow.
all the sugar, but I don't really eat sweet things or drink sweet things really ever.
Yeah, I could pound this right now, but I'm trying to take
but
my
you're
time.
you're like a mudslide person
I
too.
am. It
Or
literally
like
tastes
a chocolate martini.
Yeah, espresso martini. Like that's my jam. But yeah, so that resolution I had to cross off my list because
Well, it's important to know yourself.
yeah, it's not happening.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I won't be classy in 2026 either, guys, okay? Damn it. I also walked into a wire the other day.
I cannot, but like you need to get your blood tests done because you're so bruised.
Bro, there's something wrong with me.
You're probably like low iron or something.
No, I am. I'm like anemic or like iron deficient or both. I don't know.
What has a lot of iron? Do you eat a lot of spinach?
Definitely not.
Do you eat red meat?
Yeah.
Like how often?
Not that often.
What else is high in iron? Let's see.
I need to do something.
Hey Siri. What are high iron foods?
Everyone's phone is going off right now.
I know.
Organ meats, seafood, and poultry.
Oh, poultry.
Plant-based foods high in iron are green vegetables, beans, and lentils.
Well,
This is from health.com.
This is from health.com.
you know what that means.
Your resolution needs to be to eat more beans.
Gotta eat more beans.
Oh my gosh, we did it, everybody.
that settles it.
So I'm helping out with another podcast while Steven is recovering from his spinal surgery, which he's recovering great for
Yes,
everyone
he
who's
is.
wondering. And I was recording a Patreon episode with them yesterday, and they were talking about their New Year's resolutions because this is going to be like their Christmas week Patreon episode or whatever. And they were like, "Oh, Cassidy, what are your resolutions?" And I was like, my first one is probably just to try and be nicer to myself because
Oh.
I feel like I'm really mean to myself.
That's a really good one.
And that's not helping me. Like I have like a thing of like self-punishment where it's like if I feel like I did something wrong or I feel like I'm anxious or I'm depressed, I feel like I compound that and I feel like it's like what I'm morally supposed to do by like hating myself.
Yeah.
And like that actually, like the more I think about it, like that's not helpful. Like
Definitely
actually
not, no.
it's just making the problem worse. And it's probably just like a weird form of like mental self-harm so I need to like get out of that loop. Sorry, that was but my second one
I
was
think that I actually love that you said that though.
and my second one was my resolution basically every year is to try and eat more fiber because I don't think anyone eats enough fiber.
So you didn't say more beans.
And it's Christine and Stacy from Step by Step. They have their Step by Step rewatch podcast, which is great. You guys should all go listen to it. I love them. They are just like the sweetest women in the world. But they thought it was just so funny. They were like, "Wow, so everybody try to be nicer to yourself and eat more fiber."
And Stacy, if you're listening, she really meant just beans.
I really meant beans. Beans is really well. I'm big on my fiber.
I know.
I'm big on fiber. I really try to get my fiber in because I'm really scared of colon cancer.
Yeah.
And I had a family member pass away very young from colon cancer. So I know that means I must be predisposed to it. And so, yeah, I really try to take my fiber intake very seriously. I probably eat like triple the amount of fiber like a normal person does.
No, I think you should. And I now need to eat more iron or consume more iron or whatever you do with iron. I don't know.
Yeah.
Eat.
Maybe here's the thing. Maybe try like an iron supplement and see if that fixes you.
My mom bought me one years ago and I just like,
You're so bad at taking things.
I'm really bad at taking pills.
You know what you need to do? Because I'm like,
I'm
me.
like a cat.
You
Like, you
are
gotta
like a
just shove
cat.
it down my throat and then close my mouth really tight.
I told you all of my tricks. Like if I have to take a really big pill or a mold, because I'll like palm like 5 pills at a time.
I can't do that.
Just get it over with.
Which is kind of crazy because you have a really bad gag reflex.
I know, isn't that weird?
So how do you do that? Because I have a bad gag reflex too, and that's why I gag when I take pills.
But I was a sickly kid. I know I've mentioned this before, and so
Yes.
I've been taking pills since I was like really young. So
they
pills
just slide right down.
Pills have never been hard for me. Well, with the medicine, like the liquid medicine, I remember very vividly one of the medicines that I had to take when I was younger I think it was for my kidneys. It was disgusting and thick and gloopy. Was the liquid one. And they were like, "Well, we don't like to give kids your age pills usually because they have a problem with pills." And I was like, I will learn how to take pills because this is so gross and disgusting. And it was like banana flavored or something. It was literally sick. And but I was like, I don't care. I will learn to take any pill. And the pill was like huge. And so I just had to learn how to take pills. And then ever since then, like I learned the tricks. The tricks are like start chewing before you put the pill in your mouth because it tricks your brain into thinking you're swallowing food. And then you put the pill in and just swallow. Or what I used to do is fill my mouth with water and then put the pill in so the pill didn't even touch anywhere in my mouth and then swallow the water.
Yeah, that's what I have to do. I put the pill. I usually put the pill in my in my mouth, and then I just start chugging water as fast as humanly possible. And sometimes it'll slide down, and then sometimes it does the thing where it gets stuck in your throat.
Yeah, but
I've
I
almost
can-
choked to death.
I can dry swallow
Oh my God, you're crazy.
like Advil,
That's so sick.
but those are so little.
No, I don't care. Doesn't matter how little they are.
But like I like to take my little capsules. Like recently I've been taking these ones because I'm trying to grow my hair back. And so I've been taking these little like hair whatever, good for your hair. I got them for my FabFitFun. And it's like 2 big capsules and I just put both of them in every morning. The first thing I do, cuz usually the first thing I do when I wake up is go pee and then brush my teeth.
Mhm.
So I just leave them by my toothbrush. So
That makes
before
sense.
I brush my teeth, I just pop them in, drink my water bottle, then I brush my teeth. So see, you got to just have a routine like that. Like keep them next to, like the first thing you do in the morning is drink coffee, right?
Yeah.
Keep them next to the coffee machine. So before you even can make coffee, make sure you take your iron pills.
Okay, guys.
Actually, I don't know if you need to take those with food. Well, you eat in the morning, so you should be fine.
Yeah, except today. I'm running on empty
fumes.
over here.
she's running on eggnog over here.
Okay, so cross off being a dirty martini girl.
No more martini.
No more martini.
Take iron supplements, girl.
Or just like learn how to swallow pills, maybe. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, girl, I need to send you a picture. Actually, I need to pull down my pants and just show you what the bruise looks like today.
Okay, let's see it. Go off camera.
Okay.
And then I'll
It's
react.
so bad.
Hey guys, I'm gonna see this bruise. I'm gonna explain how you got it.
Explain how I
while
got
you
it.
take your pants off. Okay. So you're off camera. I'm just gonna do it over there. Perfect. So she was walking her dog and looking at her phone like a classic millennial, and she walked directly into, like those power line poles, and then there's like the wire that has the thing wrapped around it that like holds it to the ground. The super thick one that's like metal. She was walking her dog and she walked directly into this thing, like her whole, it like basically crossed her whole body. And so it hit like her crotch, her ankle, and like her chest, basically, right? Yeah, okay, let's see it. Pants are coming down. Amanda. Oh my gosh, that's so dark.
Crazy.
It's so dark. It's like black. It's so dark. Oh my gosh.
Like, am I okay?
It was so much. You need to take those iron supplements, girl. We got to get you.
Sam looked at it this morning and was like, oh my God.
Because yesterday it was like just a little green and purple.
Yeah.
It's like black.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, thank God it's not like beach season.
Guys, I might be dying, but
Jesus.
Oh well,
Mind
say la
you-
vie.
Mind you, like I was having a really, 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 I like really bad day, and she just texts me that, and I was like, well, thank God.
Yeah, I needed to give you some.
I needed some laughter.
Yeah, laugh at my pain. That's what I like to do. Yeah,
yeah, it did help me. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm always here to help.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah. Anyway,
some chaotic energy in the
very chaotic.
Whoa, what just happened to your voice? It's the eggnog. Know what that was?
My God,
It was the pills of Christmas past getting stuck in your throat.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, remember in Princess Bride, he's like, anybody but a peanut.
Oh
what
my
I
gosh,
sounded like.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah, shit. I didn't even mean to do that.
Oh, that's so sad.
I didn't mean to sound like Andre the Giant, but yeah, sorry, I'm crying. Yeah, that was really sad.
That whole situation is so sad, and I feel like the tabloids are like exploiting it so badly.
Yeah.
Like, they're treating it like it's like hot gossip. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's like
It's really
fucking tragic.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, I'm sure you do, but obviously Rob Reiner and his wife being murdered in their home last week
By allegedly their son.
Yeah.
And there's so many people who were just like involved and connected, and it's just really sad. I don't know. It's one of those reasons that like, whenever people ask us, oh, what's your opinion? What do you think about like these true crime cases that just happened, or, scant, like that kind of stuff, where we don't like to touch on it. Cause it's like, there's just so much and everything's
so much that we
fresh.
don't know. Yeah.
And like, there's so many people suffering. Like we just don't want to ever make that worse. But I mean, he was such a wonderful talent.
Yeah. And
I
I
mean-
literally just watched The Princess Bride for the first time like
Really?
3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yes, because it's my husband's favorite movie. And
How have you never seen it?
because he tried to get me to watch it like 10 years ago. And I don't know what was wrong with me, but I was like not interested. I was like, this sucks. I hate this.
It's such a good movie.
And then he was like, can we just
Mandy-
try it again?
Mandy Patinkin.
So first of all, Mandy Patinkin and the guy who plays the main guy.
The guy who also is the main guy in Saw.
Is he?
Yeah, the blonde guy.
Oh shit.
He's the blonde guy from Saw.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're both really hot in The Princess Bride. Like really hot.
Yeah, this is him.
Oh shit. Why is he so fine in that movie?
He's so fine. His little mustache. I don't usually like blonde men like that either, but
I love his little mustache.
yeah,
He's
Carrie
so hot.
Carrie Elwes.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the guy from Saw.
Wow.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
I had no idea. I saw him and I was like,
I am-
hello, daddy.
Hello, nurse. I love Mandy Patinkin. I think he's like
Okay, he was so fine.
he reminds me so much of Kate's dad.
Oh, I love that.
Like so much. Okay, what? That's
Why
not
are you
even-
watching the trailer?
It's not. I literally hit cat. What? Oh my gosh! Somebody shoot
Sorry, guys.
me.
We're watching The Princess Bride
No,
right now.
sorry. Can you guys wait for a minute?
Can you give us a second?
Like all-star cast. Look at this.
Yeah, no, fantastic.
Billy Crystal. I forgot.
Yeah.
Mandy Patinkin. Like, come on, that looks like.
Well,
Kate's
now
dad.
it does. Yeah. In that movie, like, I mean, he's so young.
Yeah,
but he's
they're
like,
also young.
he's so hot. I was like, oh my God.
He's very hot.
Hello. Yeah, great movie. Fantastic movie if you guys haven't seen it. Which I feel like I'm the only person that hadn't seen it, probably,
Yeah,
in the world.
I feel like that's just Wallace Shawn. Oh my god, he's so funny. in
I
everything he's
love
in.
him.
He's such a little cutie patootie.
I love him so much. He plays Blair Waldorf's stepdad in Gossip Girl, and he's so fucking funny.
Wait, who is that girl from Gossip Girl that you like?
Blair Waldorf, Leighton Meester.
Oh, is there another one? Another girl in that?
There's so many girls. It's called Gossip Girl.
Sorry.
There's a lot of girls. There's Blake Lively, who I don't like. Leighton Meester, obviously, she's my queen. There's what's her name? Taylor Momsen from The Grinch.
Sophia Bush?
No,
Oh, what's
she's
she in?
One Tree Hill.
Oh, okay. I watched Stay Alive yesterday,
Oh,
and
okay.
she's in that.
You're close though. Those are like, I would say those are in the same vein.
They all, yeah, all those girls look very similar.
Oh my God, I love that girl. This one, I love
Samara
her.
Armstrong?
Yes,
Oh, she's in it too. She's awesome. She's
I
like one of the leads.
love her.
You should watch this movie. Look at this. Milo Ventimiglia or whatever. Isn't that how Ventim?
I don't know how to say it.
Miglia? You know, the hot guy.
Yeah,
Jimmy Simpson, Frankie Muniz, John
Wow.
Foster,
Oh,
Sophia
Frankie
Bush,
Muniz.
Adam Goldberg. It's literally an all-star cast.
Wow, all-star cast once again.
I-
Yet again, guys.
I literally love Stay Alive so much.
I've
and
never seen it.
It's so freaking good. I know we've talked about it on the show before. At least, I think we talked about it with the Believing the Bizarre guys.
We did,
because
yes.
it's a video game horror movie, like Inception kind of movie. You would
Mhm.
love it. It's so good.
Okay.
I don't know why. It felt very it's not Christmassy at all, but it felt very Christmassy to me.
You know what? Okay, sorry to go off topic, but
Uh-huh.
I was in like a bunch of stores the last couple days, and ever since you told me that, which I just learned about this, guys. Cassidy apparently has a deep, deep, deep love for Snoopy.
I love Snoopy.
I didn't know this literally until a couple weeks
I
ago.
follow so many Snoopy fan pages. I love him.
Yeah,
He's so sassy.
you love him so much, and I like. It never occurred to me how like Snoopy is related to Christmas.
Oh, Snoopy's big on Christmas.
There's Snoopy stuff in every store.
Yeah, because they would do a special. They would do like a special for Snoopy, like the Christmas special.
How many times are you gonna say special?
It's really special and Snoopy.
Take a shot every time she says special.
I wish I could. See, the first thing that comes up, Snoopy Christmas.
Wow.
When
yeah,
you
I
Google
didn't know.
Snoopy. Christmas season with Snoopy, cozy holiday jazz inspired, a Charlie Brown Christmas. Like you never watched.
Well,
a
I
Charlie
know
Brown
a Charlie
Christmas?
Brown Christmas, but I also, when I think of Charlie Brown, I also think of like the Great Pumpkin. I think of all the holidays, you know? But like, I didn't realize Snoopy is involved in Christmas in everything, guys.
Oh.
He's on everything.
Snoopy's got his greasy little snooped up fingers.
He does.
He's bringing Woodstock with him.
I know.
Along for the ride.
Well, he better. That's his best friend.
And yeah, I love Snoopy, and I think Snoopy's so cute. I love Snoopy plushies. I like to watch. I love watching. They have like a Snoopy on Ice show at Knott's Berry Farms this year, and I haven't been able to go see it. And I'm really upset, and I really wanted to, and it's gonna be gone before I get to see it. But so I just keep watching all the videos.
We could just go to Knott's Berry Farm and go see Snoopy
Yeah, I would love to go meet Snoopy
because he's always there.
Yeah, because the only time I ever go to Knott's Berry Farm is usually for the haunted thing.
Well,
So
we should go.
We should just go so I can just go meet Snoopy.
Let's fucking go when we get back.
Okay, let's go. I'm
Okay.
down. I love Snoopy.
I know.
How many times have I said take a shot every time I say I love Snoopy too?
I don't know even how it came up in conversation, but all like somehow, some way, Cassie was just like, I fucking love Snoopy. Snoopy's the greatest thing on the entire planet. And I was like, oh, I didn't know this about you.
And it's funny because I don't even care for the rest of the cast.
You don't even like Charlie Brown?
He's fine.
What about Peppermint Patty? She's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess.
She's kind of a bitch. I like her.
She is kind of a bitch. She probably taught me my ways when I was younger.
And then there's like the smelly guy,
Pigpen.
the smart guy.
Lionel.
And then there's the sister,
Oh, is it? It's Linus, not Lionel.
Linus, and Lucy.
And Lucy. Yeah. Yeah. No. Once again, like I think like Charlie Brown is fine. Those guys are fine. It's really all about Snoopy for me.
I mean, he's pretty cute.
Yeah, I follow a bunch of Snoopy fan pages on Twitter that just like post Snoopy fan art and like things they think Snoopy would be up to, or like vintage Snoopies, or like Snoopy when he was a puppy, or like Snoopy floating on a bar of soap.
Wow.
And he's so cute. Like
Snoopy floating on a bar of soap.
yeah, that was the one I saw most recently, and it was so cute. I was like, Snoopy, what are you doing on that soap?
And he's like, I'm just floating.
Just floating.
It is crazy. Snoopy doesn't even talk.
He doesn't need to.
That's true.
Like, sorry, baby Snoopy?
Oh my
Are
God.
you kidding?
Oh my God, baby Snoopy.
Like, what are we doing here? Look at like this is
Oh?
my dream.
Did you search Snoopy or is this your free page?
No,
Sorry.
this is a page that I follow. Called
Okay.
It's called the Daily Snoopy.
Okay, sorry. She was scrolling and all I saw was Snoopy and I thought that was your whole For You page or whatever it's called on Twitter.
Well, because there's a whole like people love Snoopy. He has a whole fandom,
No,
and I'm a part of it.
I'm seeing this now. Yeah. Okay. I like Snoopy too. Don't get me wrong.
Let me see if I can
Not
find,
as much as you.
Let me see if I can find the bar of soap one because it was really cute.
I
Look,
do want to see
Snoopy
that.
floats on a bar of soap.
There he is. Oh, it's baby Snoopy.
It's baby Snoopy on a bar of soap
Oh,
because he's so little
uh-huh.
and Snoopified.
Yep. There it is. You're gonna have to send that to
I'm
me.
gonna send this to Amanda so you guys can see it on the Instagram. I love Snoopy. He's so cute.
Wow, now I know how to cheer you up.
Show me some Snoops.
Yeah, just talk about Snoopy.
Send me a couple Snoopies.
Snoop Dogg.
E-Dog.
Wow, because he is a dog.
He
His
is a
name is
dog.
Snoopy. That's crazy.
He was the first.
He was. Snoop Dogg must have copied him.
Oh,
maybe Snoop Dogg.
he bit his bit so bad.
Maybe Snoop Dogg is like the biggest Snoopy fan on the planet. Besides
I
you.
wonder. Besides me,
Yeah, you're number one, obviously. Yeah, I really love that about you, to be honest.
Hey, isn't it fun? We can, after all these years, we can still discover new things about each other.
I know, amazing.
I get to teach you about the Saw guy being the guy from
the Princess
The
Bride.
Princess Bride. You get to learn about my love of Snoopy.
Wow,
Kate loves Stitch. I love Snoopy.
I did know that.
What's your little guy?
Oh no,
Do you not have a little
Do
guy?
I not have a little guy?
That's upsetting.
I don't know if I have if I had to pick one character that I really, really, really love, like every time I see like a specific
Merch or
merch
like
of
a-
it, I want it, would probably be Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, so Pooh's your little guy.
Because like the original Winnie the Pooh dolls,
Mm-hmm.
like they're a little longer, a little lighter colored.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love those.
I loved Winnie the Pooh when I was a little kid.
I love like the vintage looking one
Yeah.
specifically.
I was a big Winnie the Pooh girl when I was littler, and I loved Piglet.
I love Piglet.
I
I love
love-
Eeyore. Eeyore's my fave.
Eeyore, I had an Eeyore like big plushie that I loved.
Yeah, Eeyore's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
But I love all the Winnie the Pooh guys. Ugh,
Yeah, all
they're
those
so
guys.
cute.
Except for Tigger. Fuck you, Tigger.
Yeah, Tigger's kind of an asshole.
You're kind of annoying.
Um,
You're bringing the vibe's weird.
but like whenever I go to Disneyland, the Winnie the Pooh ride is like one of my favorite rides.
That ride is so fun.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Didn't you and I go on it together once?
Yeah, we went on it last time we went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. We used to go to Disneyland a lot, me and Amanda did.
We did.
We had a yearly pass
Mm-hmm.
for a brief amount of time when it was affordable. Now it's like thousands of dollars.
I know. I wish
We got it for like, it was like $500, but we only had to pay like $100 up front, and then we paid like
it was
$50 a month or something.
No, it was way less than that back then.
Yeah, it was
like $15 a month.
Yeah, it was so cheap.
Because we were poor.
Yeah, we did not.
Yeah.
Have money. And it was like the SoCal residence pass, so
Mhm.
it was like even cheaper.
Yeah.
And this was back in 2013.
Yep.
Yeah. And so yeah, that was like the best.
Yeah.
I would just go there because I was like so broke, I couldn't afford to do anything else. So I would just go to Disneyland and like walk around. Like I would like bring my own snacks
Yeah.
and stuff.
We would go by ourselves.
Yeah.
Like,
all the time.
multiple times.
Yeah. And then just like I'd be like, okay, well that's what I did today. That was like my activity.
My favorite was when you went by yourself one time because I was working and you just sent me pictures of you on Splash Mountain with a random
Oh,
family.
with that family.
It was just you and them.
Yep.
And you're so happy in the picture.
Yep.
It was so
Because
good.
obviously when you go alone, you could just get like single rider line or whatever. And so they just like put you, and the the boat that they put me in was an entire family that all knew each other. So it wasn't like, you know, a couple and then me. It was like a family of 4 and
Yeah.
then me in the very back with my legs around them, like
Oh, funny.
on the flume.
I feel like that's still on your Instagram somewhere.
Probably. Yeah.
So good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't get to do as much Christmas stuff as I wanted to this year because
Me
it was
either.
just so busy. I had things to do like constantly, it felt like. And I'm really bummed. And then the one night we went and walked and saw all the lights were disappointing. I felt like nobody was in there in the mood or something.
No, I do feel like something's going on this year.
I think everyone's just too bummed out, which like
Yeah.
I totally understand because me too, girl, like same.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, there's also just, I feel like every single person I know that I've talked to is like so overwhelmed, so tired, so bummed out, so
Mhm.
just like exhausted. And it's like, yeah, the world is a bummer and everything's expensive. And, you know, all of the stuff that used to have like this like shiny, sparkly like sheen to it just like doesn't anymore. But it's okay. We're going to get through it.
Well, it's
Because
okay.
we always do. New
Christmas
year.
was last week. We're going on to 2026.
Listen, there will always be Snoopy lovers pages there for you
Exactly.
when you need them.
Exactly. This is our last episode of the year.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. There's been so many episodes. We did a lot of stuff this year. We started our new Things Are Getting Weird segment
We
this year.
did. We started having guests on this year.
We had a lot of new merch this year.
Oh my gosh.
We had our rebrand this year with our new photos of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, a lot of stuff.
Wow. Good year. Well,
We made new friends.
we made so many new friends.
Yeah.
Go us.
Woo. See, there's good things in this world, even when it doesn't feel like it.
On to 2026.
There will always be a Snoopy floating on a little bar of soap.
Can't get enough of that Snoopy, can she?
Well, on that note, let's welcome some people to our Patreon who are about to have a wonderful new year.
That's right.
And that's the Double D guarantee.
That is. Got to bring that out.
Little asterisks. This is not a real legal guaranteed. Please don't sue me. I
No,
don't have
it's-
anything worth taking.
It's legal.
It's legally binding.
Yeah.
My lawyer just said so.
I'm her lawyer. Remember? Don't forget.
Remember. So welcome to Maria.
Hello, Maria.
I think that's how it's pronounced.
What's the spelling?
Miriya.
Ooh, Myra?
Either Myra or Maria, but it looks like just a really unique spelling of Maria. I'm not sure. Yell at me in the comments.
Either way, we love you.
Either way, welcome, Myra or Maria, however you pronounce that beautifully spelt name. Welcome to Carl A.
Hi, Carl.
Welcome to Takiana.
Takiana.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, is it not Tatiana?
Could be Tatiana.
Okay.
These are a lot of unique names that I've
yeah.
never seen before. I'm going to be honest with you. Tatiana or Takiana. Welcome to Katie C.
Hi, Katie.
Welcome to Hannah J.
Hello, Hannah.
Welcome to Nicole G.
Hello, Nicole.
And welcome to Clarissa.
Clarissa.
Is it Clarissa? What was the last name? Landon?
Clarissa Landon.
Yeah. Or was I Carissa? I think I was Carissa.
Honestly, it was interchangeable.
Listen, when you have a fake name, sometimes that just happens. When you have a false identity. But welcome, everybody. Thank you so
well,
much
I'm a
for
little
joining.
scared now that she joined the Patreon.
Well, don't worry, it was gifted.
Okay. Whew.
Woof. It was her husband, Brock. Oh no.
Oh, no, not Brock.
Thank you guys so much for joining the Patreon. We totally dig you. We could not do this without you. And we hope you enjoyed the little bonus episodes for the Christmas time week off that we took. And don't worry, we will be right back on schedule, rolling into the new year.
That's
everybody.
right, baby.
Yes.
I also have a little like Christmas shout out, I guess you could say.
Okay.
This, not everyone gets this, okay, but my neighbor, friend, and cool kid, Morgan, really wanted us to say Merry Christmas to their best friend, Justin, who I also have met in person.
Merry Christmas, Justin.
Who happened to be in the top 1% on Spotify
Whoa,
listeners.
okay,
And
Justin.
we love you, Justin. You would love Justin. He lives on a fucking like big farm in Montana.
Oh, goals.
Like literally what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So Merry Christmas, Justin.
Merry Christmas,
That's
Justin.
from Morgan.
If you have any animals on that farm, go pet them for me.
Yes.
And if you happened to send a video of some of the animals, if that just accidentally happened.
And Cassidy wants to come on your farm. I'm just gonna say it.
Fine. Invite me to the farm.
Invite her to the
I
farm.
want to go to the farm.
I'll come too, just for fun.
We'll hitch a ride with Morgan. It'll be a whole thing. Okay. Well, I wanted to say thank you to Carly, who bought us some beers and said, I got a holiday bonus at work. So this is me giving back to the world. You guys are
Aw.
everything. Listening to an episode actually for real makes my anxiety go away. Also, shout out to my boys, Sarah and Daphne. I hope they text me when they hear this. Anyways, happy holidays, and I love you guys. Cutwater's on me.
Woo-hoo! Sarah and Daphne. I have to
Shout
say,
out.
Daphne is like one of my favorite names.
I love that name. I
I
love the way it's
fucking love that
spelled.
name.
I like looking at it. I like saying
Me
it.
too.
And like, I feel like Sarah and Daphne is like the perfect, like,
Carly, Sarah, and Daphne. Are you kidding?
baddie alert. Baddies
Wow.
alert.
Wow.
Let's get real. Let's get real right now.
Jealous.
Well, today we're going to be doing, as you guys know, because we put it all over our Instagram and we asked you for listener stories, we're going to be doing a listener episode.
That's right.
And, as always, let's see what the cards have dealt us.
That is right. I have some of ones I picked
See,
out.
Amanda always goes through and like pre-picks
No,
them
no,
out.
no,
I
no.
don't. I freeball it.
I pick them out, but I don't read them.
Got it. Okay.
I just I scroll a little to see how long they are.
Mm,
Just because I'm like, okay, I'll get like 2 longs and 2 shorts type of thing.
got it. Okay. See, I just freeball it. I'm clicking around. I'm opening.
You are a free baller. That is true.
The first one I want to read, if I can go first, if you don't
Of
mind,
course you can.
is from Clarissa A,
Oh, Clarissa.
who also included pictures of incredible dog Jubilee.
Well, if you include a dog.
Well, yeah, of course. Look at
Oh
Jubilee.
my god. Stop it right now. Jubilee. Oh my gosh.
This dog, it looks like Scooby-Doo.
It does look.
It's
Speaking
girl,
of Daphne.
It's girl Scooby-Doo. Wow. Guys, it's all coming together.
Scooby-Doo.
Look at this dog. I love her.
Wow. I love her so much. She could do no wrong in my eyes.
Clarissa said, forgot to include some pics of my dog since y'all mentioned that you love that. This is Jubilee. She's a big fan of y'all's producer.
Maybe they could be best friends.
And maybe they could be best friends. I don't know, just saying. And I also love that Clarissa titled this, "You just won free Taco Bell for life."
I did see
And
that
then said,
in the email.
"This is not spam, LOL. This is my listener stories. I just wanted a classic bait and hook."
Well, you got us, okay?
All right. So let's get started with Clarissa.
Let's do it.
Hi, ladies. Clarissa here. Personal note for y'all in case you don't know who I am. Oh, and then they gave their IG. I sent y'all a random ass post when I see something that reminds me of one of you. LOL.
I love that.
So I titled the story like that because Amanda said the more intriguing the subject or description is, the more likely you are to read it. Laughing emoji.
And look what happened.
And I know y'all would 100% fall for a Taco Bell phishing scheme. Anyway, I've been meaning to write this back on, I don't even know what episode, but I got lazy. Then again, during that episode, when you mentioned Rosemary Kerr, But then I got lazy again. Depression. Anyway, I just listened to episode 284 when you guys read the listener story of the lady seeing her stepdaughter's doppelganger, and I've been taking my meds, so I've been boosting the fuck up to write this.
Oh boy.
Bossing the fuck up to write this. While this isn't a doppelganger story, it's more about a few different stories involving my mom's friend who reminds me so much of when you were talking about Rosemary Kerr and another episode where you mentioned psychics. While I do believe some psychics are phonies and like to take advantage of people, I also do believe that some people hold the gift.
I feel that exact same way.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Very firmly.
Yes, I do.
I'm working right now to try and get a psychic on the show, so everyone, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
My mom's friend, let's call her Marta for story purposes, is one of those people. Marta is a very spiritual, religious person who only uses her gifts for good and does not ever expect compensation for helping others. Instead of using the term psychic when describing her to others, I like to refer to her as a curandera, which literally translates from Spanish to English as healer.
Okay.
The doppelganger story reminded me of this story that I'm about to tell you because, like I mentioned to Cassidy, there is nothing scarier than hearing or seeing a child. Oh, like you mentioned, Cassidy, there is nothing scarier than hearing or seeing a child when there is no child.
Literally the scariest
And
thing
I stand by that.
ever. Yeah.
So when I was younger, I saw a little girl in my house on 2 separate occasions, that I can remember at least. I used to sleep in my mom's room since I didn't have my own room. On both occasions, I woke up in the middle of the night and saw her in the corner of the room. And then the other night, the room door was open and I could see her across the hall standing in the restroom. Oh my God, I just got chills. My older brother also claimed to see her on different occasions.
What is she doing?
What is she doing? Why is she just standing? I'm just like picturing that emoji, that like girl standing there emoji.
Oh yeah, like arms full out.
Yeah. I eventually didn't see her anymore and thought nothing of it until a few years ago. I'm already in my 20s at this point, and my mom decides to tell me a story that she failed to mention sooner. Anyway, way back when my mom mentions to Marta how my brother and I kept telling her that we were seeing a little girl around the house, but she doesn't know what we're talking about. Marta reassures my mom that there, in fact, is a little girl living there. She mentioned that she didn't mean any harm, but that she came over from my neighbor's house. She was an older lady who lived alone because she saw that there were kids here and she just wanted to play. And one day we just let her in, I guess. She's no longer in the house, but I hope that sweet angel is playing happily wherever she is now. But it's just so crazy to me to get confirmation all these years later that the crazy shit you thought you saw when you were a kid was in fact not a part of your imagination. The second story is around early 2000s, and my older sister is in her tween or teen years, and my mom invited Marta over to our house. Immediately, something felt off to her, and she mentioned a heaviness and dark energy in the house. My mom wasn't sure what she was talking about, and Marta mentioned it's coming from the garage. My mom walked her over to our very, very messy garage, to which she stood at the door, looked around, and then walked to a pile of mess and pulled out a Ouija board. It's this. You need to get rid of this. It turns out my jackass dad bought my sister a Ouija board because she wanted one, and my mom didn't know about it.
Oh, fuck.
She was pissed when she found out. Marta mentioned she would prepare the things needed to get rid of it. Knowing how impatient and probably scared my mom was, very valid, she decided to go and do it on her own one day. She went in the backyard and threw it in my dad's little fire pit and set it on fire.
That feels not okay.
But it wouldn't burn.
Okay. Yep.
She said she probably went through 3 or 4 bottles of lighter fluid when it finally caught on fire.
Mm-hmm.
She went to the front to throw out the remains, and the entire front lawn was filled with black crows.
No.
Yes. Marta eventually told her that this was not safe to do by herself, and she should have definitely waited for help.
I'm sorry, but you have a psychic friend. Maybe just ask her first.
Well, Marta was like, let me get the stuff together to like dispose of this thing properly.
Yeah, and she just was like,
and the mom was like,
I don't give a
fuck
fuck
this. And as we know, like burning Ouija boards is like the last thing you're supposed to do.
Yeah, don't do that, guys, please.
Allegedly, that's how you release everything that was communicating with
100%.
it. Last story, because I actually was there for this one. One night in high school, my mom, Marta, and I went to Fiesta late at night, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes before they were about to close. We were walking back to our car when I see a man leaning on his truck that was parked right next to us. As women, I'm sure you both know the feeling of disgust and shame when you get in the pit of your stomach when certain men look at you a certain way. Like, why is it like, what did we say? There's always a man there.
There's
They're
always a
always-
man.
There's always one there.
Why are they around all the time?
Oh my gosh. Well, this man has the most malicious look on his face, and this feeling is exactly how I felt. I was dreading walking by him, but we had to in order to get to our car. Right then, between our two vehicles, as we're passing him, a male employee comes out and is sweeping the parking lot. We get in our car and drive away. Eventually, Marta breaks the silence and says, he would have done something to us if that worker wasn't there.
Marta.
To this day, I'm still convinced that that employee was a guardian angel. Thanks so much for reading these, and I'm so sorry if this was long as hell. I wanted to write a few of many stories that I could tell, because who knows when I'll find the willpower to write them again. Yes, same. Not to be a mockingbird, but thanks for everything you do. I started listening around March 2023 while looking for something to get me through my work days at my first big girl job. I love the pod and legit tell everyone that I can every chance that I can get. Also, I sent you guys a postcard from Salem, and I hope it made its way to y'all because USPS lost 2 of mine from the same trip. Sigh. Anyways, hair grows, pussy wet, whatever it is you two say. Love y'all.
I did get that postcard, and I actually think it is in my car.
Is it?
Like you know how sometimes I put the postcards up in
like in your little
Yeah.
visor? Yeah.
I remember that one specifically.
Well, now it's there. And thank you, Clarissa. Okay, I definitely think either that worker was a guardian angel or he knew that that guy was a creep.
Yeah.
And so he went out there intentionally to be like, you can't do shit.
Don't do
I'm going to
anything.
be watching you.
Damn.
Which, you know what? If a man's going to be there, at least let there be a good man also there
Yes.
to try and make the bad man feel uncomfortable about whatever he's going to do.
Exactly. See?
Yeah. It all balances out. The mystery of the universe.
Wow.
Well, I need more Marta stories. I need a whole Marta series. I think.
need Marta to come on the pod. I don't
Seriously,
know.
can we get Marta on here? Can Marta be the healer that we get on?
She sounds great.
Yeah, I love that. But yeah, thank you for sharing that, Clarissa. And your dog is so cute.
So cute.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're back,
We're-
everybody.
If you guys didn't know, we were gone. We were. And
It's
we're
magic.
back. And we're back. I did have to do a little cocktail change.
This one's sharp.
And Cassidy is describing it as being sharp tasting.
It tastes sharp. It tastes sharp on my tongue.
I was really confused, and then I took a sip of mine, and I understand it now. It does a little bit taste like I'm swallowing needles,
She was like, "Why would you say that?" And I was like, "I don't know how else to describe it, but sharp."
but it's still kind of good.
It is. No, it's
So-
good. That's a problem. It's not bad. It's very sharp though.
C'est la vie.
C'est la va. C'est la ha ha. Life goes on.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to tell a tale by Emily I.
Hello, Emily.
And Emily says, "Hi, my thirsty gals.
That's us.
First off, I just want you to know how much I love the pod. I've been binging it lately and have just about 100 episodes until I catch up." But this was in July, so maybe you caught up.
Ooh, you might be caught up.
I think we'd be friends in real life, and I wish I could sit down with you both over drinks and talk about all the creepy things in life.
Same.
While I firmly believe in the supernatural and have had many experiences, I've never been convinced that it manifests like you see in horror movies. That being said, I reached out to you on the DTK Instagram and asked which one of my stories you'd most like to hear. My Woman in White story is the closest I've ever been to being convinced that physical manifestations are real.
Ooh.
I think I did say Women in White because I love a woman
You
in
love a
white
woman in white.
story. One April night in 2020, just weeks after COVID shut down the world, my mom got home just after midnight. She ran into the house, and I mean ran. And my mom isn't a runner. Out of breath, she explains to us that a woman in a white nightgown walked up the dirt road next to our house, seemingly out of nowhere, and was trying to speak to my mom, but my mom couldn't understand what she was saying. The woman started yelling and began to speed walk towards her, at which point my mom came inside and locked the door behind her.
Yeah, I do not like that at all.
Curious and a bit scared, we all poked our heads outside the window and saw the woman, who was indeed in a white nightgown, just like my mom described, walking down our street until she proceeded to turn left onto another road. At this point, she wasn't walking fast or running, but just slowly walking up and down the street barefoot. The woman was older, but it was difficult to really get a sense of how old she was. She was barefoot, and the nightgown was long and flowing, and she had hair that reached past her shoulders. It's important to note that this was early April, and it was 48 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
That's cold.
That's really cold.
Yeah.
Once she was out of sight, I checked our Ring camera to see if we could see her walking past our house in case she was someone with dementia or having a health crisis, so that we could turn the video into the police or something if necessary to identify her. I was just thinking that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, that was my first thought. I'm like, what if it's somebody who is an older person
Yeah.
who gets cared for at a house nearby and wandered off? That does happen. Yeah.
I pulled up the Ring footage, and yes, she was there. We could see her just standing on the corner of our road and the dirt road next to our house, as the house is on a corner lot. Here's where it gets really weird. The only footage we had was of her standing at the corner of our yard. We didn't capture her on camera walking down the street, and even checked with our neighbor who has a Ring camera. She didn't see her on there either. My parents both grew up in the area, and in fact, they live on the same street that my dad grew up on. He knows all of the neighbors on the surrounding streets who have lived there for a while. It's also the type of neighborhood where if something strange happened, everyone would know. You rarely even see a large police presence. No one else in the neighborhood witnessed this woman this one time or ever, according to speaking with other neighbors. In 1953, there was a tornado that tore through this neighborhood and the surrounding area, killing 94, injuring over 1,000,
Whoa.
and displacing 15,000.
Whoa.
Being on the East Coast, a tornado is not common, especially one of this magnitude that hit this area. It's considered the deadliest tornado to ever strike New England.
That's
Wow.
crazy. I'm going to have to look that up later.
Many of the victims were in the stretch by my parents' home, some of whom were on the street right next to theirs. I remember growing up and my father driving around the city pointing out the houses and locations where people died. So, who was this woman in white? Was she a neighbor out for a late night walk? Was she looking for a dog that got out right before bed? Was she suffering a health crisis? Was she one of the neighborhood victims claimed in the 1953 tornado? Or was she someone else or something else entirely? Whoever or whatever she is, I can firmly say that she looked real and caused real fear. I get chills every time I remember this night. I sent the picture of her that we got from our Ring camera. Please excuse the quality as we had to zoom in. I also pulled an image from Google so that you can get an idea of what type of nightgown she was wearing. Keep that front door locked, keep your mind open, and then check again to make sure your front door is locked.
For real.
Emily. P.S. I'm from the same city that Turtle Boy is from.
Oh.
Worcester, Massachusetts. Represent.
Okay. So, because my first thought, because everybody could see her, you see her standing out there, is obviously that this is a person and that
Yeah.
something's going on, right? But then when you said that you only saw her on the Ring camera footage, but you didn't see her walking, even though your
Yeah.
mom, everyone saw her walking, but that's not on the Ring camera for some reason. Like, that's really weird.
Yeah, and they only saw her on standing in the corner or whatever.
Yeah. Instead of walking and running up on your mom who
Yeah.
ran into the house, like that should all be caught on there, right?
No, 100%.
That's so weird. Because like I said, at first, my initial thing was, well, it probably was somebody who maybe somebody's mom or grandma
Yeah.
or whatever that got confused. But the fact that you also know all your neighbors and nobody went missing, nobody said anything. Because I know like when you live in like a small dirt road like that, like everybody knows each other. You know who
Yeah.
everybody is. And if somebody was like, hey, did you see anything? And they were like, oh, sorry, my grandma with dementia was visiting for whatever reason and she wandered out of the house last night. Like, sorry, if she scared you or whatever.
And that's the thing too. I was wondering like maybe if there was like a hospital nearby
yeah.
or something, but it seems as though I would assume before looking at the photo that I'm going to look up afterwards that the nightgown was maybe one of those old-timey nightgowns.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would assume so too. Yeah.
Which
like
is
the one that
why-
like Kate wore for Halloween when she was like purposefully trying to be like a lady in a nightgown.
Exactly. Like a lady in white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And how weird.
Very weird.
And just once again, like the fact that your mom, because I feel like your instinct if you see someone like that would be to like your mom did, like go up and be like, hey, are you okay? Like, is everything
Yeah.
okay? And the fact that she like scared your mom, even if it was just like a person, that's scary.
I know, it's kind of
To
like
have someone like run up on you, like that's scary.
it's kind of like what do you do though? Because then you're thinking like, what if this is a woman that needs my help? But I'm also scared because what if she doesn't need my help and she's gonna attack me? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's
It's
that's
scary.
the difficult part. And also, you're like, you don't want to call the cops because
Right.
the cops tend to escalate situations, not de-escalate situations if she is someone in need.
Yeah.
But if you try to go up and talk to someone and they run up on you, like that's scary. You have to be like,
And you have to protect yourself too.
yeah, and your kids are in
Yeah.
the house. You want to get into the house. It's also midnight.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot. Yeah, which makes sense that they were like, hey, we're gonna capture the ring camera footage in case somebody's like, hey, somebody's missing or we need this. You're like, hey, we saw her. So they were thinking of that.
Yeah.
I think they did the best that they could
I
in
think
that
so too.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love the backstory of the tornado and everything.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look that up because that's so many people. Like deadly tornadoes like that are so scary. All right, so I have a story from one of our cool kids who wishes to remain anonymous.
Okay.
And they say, let me preface this story by saying that I have meditated for as long as I can remember. This skill was taught to me by my dad as a way to help me sleep since I was a very scared child. I've continued this practice into adulthood. Last year, my family had a very sudden and unexpected and fucking awful loss. With a bit more foresight, I would have made a pact with this person that if they passed before me, they should try to make contact. But alas, life is cruel and no pact was ever made. Since then, I've been on a mind exploration journey to try and make contact myself, but also just using meditation and mindfulness as a tool to manage my anxiety, trying to understand my inner self, all of that jazz. As an undercurrent in my adult life, I have also been leaning into said meditation and spirit guides, sort of, trying to find some sort of direction career-wise. The end of my, quote, corporate career and, quote, going solo coincided with the beginning of the pandemic and immediately after the pandemic. I started popping babies out, which was fun and fulfilling personally, but professionally very unfulfilling. Enter 2025. I'm coming off the high of listening to the podcast Telepathy Tapes, and I stumble upon the Gateway Tapes. These are not related, but lay the foundation for understanding that we are more than our physical bodies and that we all belong to a larger common consciousness that we do have access to. Isn't Andy Tate like obsessed with the Gateway Tapes?
I'm not sure. I've seen a lot. I don't know anything about these tapes, either one of them. I have seen a lot of controversy surrounding the telepathy tapes.
That's the podcast. The Gateway Tapes are like an actual thing, like for meditation and stuff, for like to do
yes,
out of body experiences.
I do think
and
he
stuff.
mentioned it. Yeah.
I think it's Andy. I can't remember, but one of our friends is really into the Gateway Tapes. As an avid meditator, I was immediately drawn in and started listening to the tapes daily, or as permitted by my toddler overlords. Part of the Gateway Tapes methodology is to have an intention for your meditation or a question for the powers that be. And since starting these particular meditations, my intention has been to discover what it is and what I want to do when I grow up. Isn't it funny how you can like have babies and like all this stuff and you just still don't feel like a grown up?
Why do you think I've literally not had a baby yet?
But I just mean like this person has toddlers, you know what I mean? And they're like, they still don't feel like they're grown up. And I think,
we're in our 30s and I feel like a teenager.
No, literally. And I think it's like, obviously, because the world is so different than when our parents were kids, right?
Yeah.
Like there were like milestones that we either didn't hit or we hit a lot later just because the economy is different and like lifestyle is different. And so like, I feel like that all the time. Sometimes I'll be like, well, I'm just a kid. And I'm like, no, I'm an adult. Like I'm 32.
Literally.
Yeah.
I think that all the time.
Yeah. One day, I take my kids to this local place where they have toys for the kids to play, but also fitness classes and other things for the adults. The owner hears me speaking to my kids in Spanish and immediately asks me to host a series of Spanish classes for toddlers. Sounds fun. All was well. Within my meditation, I'm still searching for that one thing that can motivate me to start something new career-wise, and these Spanish classes aren't it, as I'm not a Spanish teacher. I start thinking about what I do like about teaching Spanish classes, and of course, it's the arts and crafts elements that I bring to the class. How fun would it be to open my own studio and have kids truly explore art without limits, embracing the process, embracing the mess? So I started exploring in real life this new idea. I found a space for it and have started remodeling it.
Wow.
Next thing I know, the owners of the original place where I am now cosplaying as a Spanish teacher are announcing a new art class for kids. And I'm like, holy shit, what are the chances? Synchronicities abound.
I was just gonna say synchronicity.
Mhm. Right before the art class series is about to start, the instructor that had come up with the program gets a gnarly injury. Yoga teacher that tore her meniscus. Oof.
Ooh.
And has to get surgery. So the owners ask me if I would like to sub for the art class. Her classes get assigned to me, and they are a wild success. Though the entire time I feel guilty that I feel like I've stolen this programming from the other instructor, who by this point has become my friend. Finally, about 3 or 4 weeks post aforementioned injury, I see the other instructor myself, and she looks extremely well. Teaches classes normally, walks fine, no crutches, no boot, no little knee cart or anything like that. I asked her how long her recovery was, and she said that the injury itself was bad, but the recovery went amazingly, and that she was literally back in business 2 weeks after surgery, which is crazy because I remember my brother needing knee surgery at some point, and he was fixed, but it caused another orthopedic issue since. She then says that in the meantime, she had been able to secure more yoga classes elsewhere that paid better for her versus continuing the art program. And so she asked if I was interested in taking over the art classes indefinitely. Of course, I said yes.
Sounds like everything's falling into place.
So my experience with the Gateway tapes has been extremely impactful. Not only did I manifest a path forward for myself professionally, yes, the art studio is in the works and definitely chugging along. I accidentally caused someone to get injured who miraculously recovered flawlessly. Thank goodness. I was legit distraught when I thought I had ruined her yoga career with my meditation. She was also able to find more lucrative work in her actual expertise. And now I am able to have trial runs weekly of what having my own studio one day will be like.
Wow.
So could I ascertain that it was 100% the Gateway tapes that did all of this? No, of course not. But the amount of synchronicities and the coincidences since starting them has been wild. And yes, everyone that has heard this whole story thinks I'm insane. Oh well.
I don't think you're insane, but I do think maybe you're a witch.
You might be a little witchy witch. You might be
Because that I like.
You might be doing some manifesting, which is something that we are obsessed with.
Okay. I do want to get into like really manifesting and things like that because I just feel like I'm not doing it right.
I think here's my thoughts on manifestation. Do I think that like if you put something into the universe with enough intention and positive intention and power and stuff that you can make things happen? I don't know.
Yeah.
But do I think that meditating and putting that intention in your own brain might make things happen because you are now looking at opportunities in a way that maybe you weren't otherwise?
Yeah.
Or you're looking at things in a different light. Instead of seeing them as negative, you see them as positive, or those type of things.
Yeah.
I 100% think. So I think, yeah, it's more about like putting the intention out there and like really letting yourself accept opportunity, not be afraid of change, like things like that. I think that's more what it's about than anything else.
Which honestly, I need that too. So,
and then maybe if you are a witch, you can manifest, right?
See, I want to be a witch. I want to be a manifesting witch.
She's a witch. You don't know. You don't know till you try.
You don't. But that is really cool that like everything kind of just fell into place.
Also, just when that happens, especially when you're feeling so like lost. Yeah. And then like a series of events happen that like feels like it's laying out a path for you. That is such a good feeling. And you really do have to be in the right headspace to like accept those types of things, because if you were in a negative place and you didn't know what you wanted to do when they offered you to teach a Spanish classes, you might have said no, right? Like I'm not a Spanish teacher. I'm not going to take this opportunity. But then you would have missed out on the art opportunity because they wouldn't have thought of you as an instructor.
I do have a question though. Like, you must have known a lot of Spanish in order to do that.
They're bilingual.
Oh, okay.
That's why they were speaking to their children in Spanish.
Oh, I must have missed that part because I was like, how do you just like are like, yeah, I'll just do this. I would be like, what do I do?
No, the place heard them speaking to their child in Spanish and then said, hey, we're trying to do like a toddler Spanish class.
Got it. That makes way more sense. Yeah. I definitely somehow missed that one sentence.
Yeah. Because that's how they got that conversation started. And then they said, okay, what do I like about teaching these classes? Yes. I like the art element of it, like the arts and crafts stuff. So I'm going to focus in on that. And then, it all kind of just fell into place, which I think is really wonderful. Well, good luck in the new year with your new studio. I hope it all comes together and is beautiful, and we'd love to see pictures of it when you're done. And just, I'm so proud of you. It's so
know.
hard.
That's awesome.
It's so hard. The older you get to, it's so hard to change what you're doing. And that it's such like a brave, courageous thing, because even
And to
if
follow your dreams.
even if it fails, like, who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I'm not saying you're going to fail. Like, it sounds like you're wonderfully set up and you have, have it together. But even if you try something new and you don't like it, or you fail, or it doesn't go the right way, like, so many people just stay doing the same thing forever and ever and ever because they're so afraid of that failure that they miss out on any new opportunity. And it sounds like you're very open to them, which I know.
Completely agree.
I feel like this is a very inspiring story to tell for the new year.
It is.
Like,
wow.
There is always time to be a new person.
I agree.
Yeah. And I think that's exciting, like, as an adult, to realize that.
Thank you for inspiring us.
Thank you. Like, as someone who has changed her career like 8,000 times,
Yeah.
like, I 100% have. Like, it's crazy. And everyone thinks I'm a crazy person for it. But like, I love it. I love that I can be like, yeah, I was a puppeteer. I did this. I did that. I worked on movie sets. I worked on commercials. I worked on this. I worked on that.
You just dabbled a little until
I dabbled.
And like, you got to do that until you find what you really want to do,
Yeah. And even then, like, who knows? Like, who knows how fleeting everything is, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love doing the podcast. Who knows? The internet could be destroyed tomorrow, and podcasts could be outlawed, or I don't, I'm just thinking of some crazy
Let's cause me more stress.
But I'm just saying, like, that, just the idea that there's always something new, and there's always something fresh that it is available to you, is such a freeing thing to just remember, as many people work in jobs that they hate,
Yes.
That's like such a freeing thing to think about. Yeah.
Oh.
That story got me excited.
No, I know. I love it. A little inspiration.
And
we needed it.
I've been wanting to get into the Gateway tapes, so maybe this was my sign also.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. My next listener story is from Kayla L.
Kayla, what up?
Kayla says, hello. Obviously love you both. Never met ya. Don't know you, but tons of respect.
You basically know us.
Please ignore my grammatical errors as I'm rushing to send this. Okay, so this is 5 months ago, by the way. I was listening to your most recent story about a con man. I was reminded of my own bizarre experience of a real cat and mouse tale with a con man.
Oh, okay. I'm excited about that.
It's important that you know a few things up front. 1, I am notoriously known for my face blindness. Are you?
Same.
Wow. So much so.
I thought Sophia Bush and Leighton Meester were the same person.
You think a lot of people are the same person. It's very shocking. So much so that my coworkers jokingly gave me a clear ribbon at Christmas as a "we stand with you in your illness" gift.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. A clear ribbon is your face blindness. That's so funny.
This also, wow, great attribute if you're trying to get conned.
Yeah, because you can't tell people apart. Literally, my nightmare is being in like a police lineup, and they're like, "Who did it?"
Oh my gosh, no! You'd be like, "It could be him. It might be him."
I'm like,
they all look the same.
Fuck, and they're like, "These people are all different races," and I'm like,
Number 2, I'm an idiot. Well, sort of. I just don't question things if I don't feel like they're worth questioning, None of my business.
Wow, you're literally, if me and Amanda were combined into one person, because that's Amanda's mentality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just gullible, because why question it?
Why would I bother to do that?
I can't see faces. She can't see intentions.
Yeah.
Together, we're one big idiot.
None of my business. Number 3, I see mentally unwell people all day, every day. Something a lot of people don't know, your local bicycle shop knows more homeless people than your own shelters do.
Oh, I believe that.
I totally believe that. And most of us are pals with them. But we also see bizarre happenings daily. So background information to introduce the con. Oh, I like that. I help run a nonprofit bike shop. We have a program that helps people who are either formerly incarcerated, refugees, experiencing homelessness, or whatever other reason where a person cannot afford a bicycle, helps them get a bicycle for transportation.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Really awesome. Wow. We provide a bicycle, helmet, lock, and lights. In order to get these items, you have to be vetted by a caseworker of some sort through some organization. We are a small operation and can't afford to just hand out bikes all willy-nilly. It costs us a ton of money, so it has to be controlled in some manner. Anyway, we have a form on our website where people just go to fill it out. We reach out to the caseworker and we move along with helping the person in need. I'm sure you know where this is going.
Yes.
For the past 10 years, the same few organizations have been sending folks our way for bikes. When hundreds of refugees and formerly incarcerated people. Gradually, I started to notice a ton of other organizations I hadn't heard of popping up. But hey, it's all good. We got to help people.
More the merrier when it comes to helping people.
I set up a time for this man who just got out of prison to come by and check out a bicycle. I start chatting with him and he mentions that he's appreciative of our program. I tell him I'm thrilled for him that he's out. I tell him we have a high number of applicants who are just like him. He looks at me and says, "Yeah, I didn't know it was such a huge refugee population." I, of course, am so incredibly embarrassed now, and I'm about to start apologizing like crazy because I'm like, oh shit, this must have been a refugee applicant, not a formerly incarcerated applicant. I mixed it up and I insulted this guy. But before I could start rambling this to him, he sees me starting to look confused and he says, "Oh yeah, I mean, there weren't many in prison." Refugee and prisoner? Wow, fuck this country. Of course they have refugees in prison.
Yeah.
I learned to really double check applications and not be some fumbling nerd again. About a month later, I have another applicant come through. I'm so excited to get another refugee from Afghanistan. This guy comes flying into the shop, immediately gives me a handshake, which I'm not saying all people are like this, but the Afghani refugees I know won't touch women at all. Not even a handshake is appropriate. So I'm like, oh yeah, wow, guy is pretty liberal. Cool, cool, cool. I start chatting and I ask him how he's feeling being out in Lancaster. He says, "Oh yes, I'm so grateful to not be behind bars." And I think to myself, reminding you again, I'm an idiot. Wow, poetic. The Afghani people are so resilient and truly brilliant. And I say, yeah, wow, I guess Afghanistan really could have felt that way recently. I'm glad you're feeling free.
I love this person. Sorry, they're so real. Just feeling like they're just putting their foot in their mouth over and over again. Same.
He then starts to speak in some bullshit accent that sounded somewhat British. Ah, yes, I don't miss desert. Girl, what? I look at his face for a second longer and think to myself, first of all, every person I met from Afghanistan describes mountains, and they don't sound like this, but maybe I'm wrong and I'm not listening well enough. Then as I'm having this thought and I'm continuing to look at his face, I shit you not, I swear to God, he looks like he's wearing a fake mustache. I have a low-key panic attack because there's no way this guy is making this shit up and wearing a fake mustache. That's just shit that only exists in some dumb little cartoon brain. So I say, yeah, glad you're here. Enjoy your new bike and head on. When he leaves, I ask my coworkers, is that guy familiar? He's starting to look familiar, and I think he had a fake mustache. Anyway, they make fun of me and my face blindness, and they're like, you literally think every man looks exactly the same.
Oh my God.
Which is true.
Same.
Another month passes, and a man comes in for the program to get a new bike. He's wearing a huge floppy straw hat with Elton John-looking sunglasses. He's muttering to himself about witches. I don't question shit. I let the guy do what he's going to do and get him out with a bike. Honestly, to me, this is just another mentally unwell person, and I'm moving on. Jump to about a week after this experience. I decide to go visit a few of my friends in the major city that's 2 hours from where I live. They start talking about buying a bike, but want me to take a look at the bike before buying one. I decide to pull up Facebook Marketplace and see a bicycle that I definitely refurbished recently. It was a bicycle that I just gave to the muttering witch guy. I decide that I'm going to pick up this bike while I'm visiting my friend. I'm going to catch this guy. We roll up to meet him at his house. He lives in the rich people neighborhood. He walks out of a 3-car fucking garage in boat shoes. He has his hair slicked back in this wavy, coiffed sort of way that reminded me of Pedro Pascal. Honestly, he's handsome, confident, and apparently rich as fuck. My friend gets out of the car and he goes to greet her. I've never seen this man in my life, as far as I was concerned, until I got out of the car and walked into his garage. 3 bikes I had personally built were in his garage.
3. Oh my gosh.
Bikes I had donated to Hassan, Curtis, and Habib. Nah, apparently they were being sold by this rich motherfucker. I immediately say, "Did you really wear a fake mustache?" He laughed. He certainly felt zero guilt. But motherfucker, I knew it was a fake mustache.
What an asshole.
He said, "You have to vet your clients a little better." I've never in my life seen a more punchable face. Oh, I'm getting mad.
I want to punch
I'm
him.
like, what a fucking dick.
The way I would have stolen those bikes back so fast.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my gosh.
Looking at the bikes I'd given to men who didn't exist, I rushed my friend into the car and didn't say anything at all. It wasn't anger, more like a cold, just gross feeling, realizing I'd been fucked with for months. Back at the shop, I started digging. Names were different, but the phrasing he used were all the same. I found 9 fake applications, 9
Ugh.
bikes, all him. I went to report him to the police, and surprise, surprise, there were zero help.
Yeah.
But I did update our system. No more online forms with a verified phone call. A few weeks later, he tried again. New name.
After he got caught by you, like,
He's a menace to society.
oh my gosh.
New name, new organization, same copy paste sentence. So grateful to receive transportation. Life hasn't always been so fair. I just email him. We've updated our process. Thanks for the reminder why we needed to. He didn't write back. And he's probably been back in the shop and I didn't even freaking notice. Thanks for reading. There's more to this story that's been updated every week while the police were zero help. I believe this guy is up to some other shady shit. I'm working on it with a lawyer friend. Sorry for the essay, but hope you found it interesting because Lord, I did and continue to.
Get his ass.
Wow.
Get his ass.
Holy shit.
Seriously, what the hell?
That's crazy.
What a piece of crap to like, I'm pro scam.
Yeah, but when you're
But what do I say?
scam the rich.
We only scam rich people. You do not get to scam
He's
charities that are helping people.
and he's a rich person.
Yeah.
Scamming charities
Well, he
that are helping
probably
people.
scammed his way into that big ass house.
Oh my God. That is so fucking crazy.
yeah. People are evil.
That's wow. We've never had a listener story like that.
No, that was crazy.
That is crazy.
Well, I hope you get his ass. I hope
Yeah,
your lawyer
get his
friend.
ass.
I hope your lawyer friend fucking nails him.
And just try to get a little better with the face blindness so we can be aware.
You can't get better. Believe me, I've tried.
And next time, if you think someone has a fake mustache, try to rip it off their face. I don't
Probably
know.
don't do that.
Could be fun.
Because what if it's a real mustache?
Well, yeah. But
And then you go to jail.
That's true.
'Cause
We
the
don't want that.
The police will care about that. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, in our opinion.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Kayla.
I have one more story from one of our patrons,
Okay.
Chloe.
Hi, Chloe.
Chloe did put a trigger warning on this. So trigger warning, mention of panic attacks, derealization, anxiety, and existential dread. The good stuff,
Perfect.
as she put it.
Yep.
So Chloe says, "Hello, lovely ladies. My name is Chloe, and I've been listening to your wonderful podcast since 2021-ish. I've been on and off listening due to life, so I'm not quite caught up, but I'm getting really close. By the way, this is going to be a lot of info, so haha,
Okay, I'm strapped in.
strap in. That being said, I was going to wait until I caught completely up to become a patron and reach out. However, I recently experienced a life-altering panic attack that left me with derealization for weeks. I'm over a month out now and thankfully doing much better.
Wow.
Such an experience was a reminder of how fleeting life really is. And while I have spent my whole life coping with anxiety and fear of death, nothing had prepared me for how unreal life felt, literally. Moreover, when listening to the podcast, I would always think about how I wanted to reach out to my favorite podcasters and thank y'all for all the work that you've put in just being your great selves. I realize now was the time. If I didn't reach out now, I might never get the chance. So thank you. What a wonderful platform that you guys have created, as well as a wonderful community. Taking a love for spooky mysteries and comedy and making something so beautiful out of it. That's what life's all about. Listening to your voices glide through the air with the stories and jokes that you say bring me comfort. The openness with which y'all discuss injustices, beliefs, personal struggles, and experiences has made me feel seen in so many ways. One way or another, y'all have shaped my last 4 years, and I'm very appreciative of it.
Aw.
Thank you so much, and we're glad we could be a part of that. Now on to the spooks. The year was about 2014, sometime in the middle of summer, probably. It's been a while. I remember it was a beautiful day. The only clouds were billowing and white, and the sky was a gorgeous blue. Anyway, myself, my best friend at the time, and my parents were at a drag strip for a race. My father grew up drag racing, and subsequently, so did I.
I got really excited. I thought it was a drag show.
No, this is what it's based on. However, the name at least. However, I like RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. No, I know.
However, I only raced a junior dragster and have yet to step foot in a regular race car. I don't blame you because those are scary. This particular race was at a track in the southeast of America. It was about an hour drive or so from our home, so not completely out of my comfort zone, but I really wasn't familiar with the area. Anyway, there isn't much to do at a racetrack for 12-year-old girls. Ergo, we found ourselves riding our golf cart like it was going out of style. I was driving, particularly in the grassy area behind our parked truck and trailer. This area caught our fancy because it was open enough for us to go back and forth and talk as loud as we wanted without worrying about other vehicles. However, there was a short fence that was just wire and wood poles, but it stretched the entirety of the dragway. Keep in mind, this place is out in the country, for real. Yet, there is a lone house across the road from the place. It was directly across from where we were riding the golf cart. It was a normal brick home, nothing fancy, but it was kept up well. We would periodically look over at the house while riding, mostly just because there was basically nothing else to look at, but also because we would periodically see some movement in the house. Someone was coming to the door, and then at one point a woman retrieved the mail. While we may have been talking somewhat obnoxiously loud, I couldn't tell you what we were discussing. Probably boys. We were 12. It's possible we may have gotten on the tenants' nerves if they could hear us. The house had one of those doors that is a regular wooden door behind a separate piece of glass. Suddenly, we happened to look over and see the strangest thing. A male with a nearly shoulder-length black hair was standing behind the clear door. He was wearing a striped sweater and long pants. The strangest detail? He had no face. A completely smooth face pointed directly at us. While there was no indication of facial features, in my mind's eye, I could see wicked, piercing eyes and a long, deep smile with a grin that sent shivers down my spine.
I don't like that.
Both of us were seeing the exact same thing, and we couldn't look away. Luckily, I was able to pull myself back to what was in front of me. This whole time, I was still driving the golf cart. At that exact moment, we were inches away from barreling into the wire fence. At the last second, I swerved in one direction and eventually came to a stop. While still processing the whole event, we looked over back to confirm what we had just saw, and gone. He was gone. There was nothing there, and the wooden door was shut again. In my brain, I thought, what the actual heck was that? And I confirmed with my BFF that we saw the exact same thing, and we were both equally baffled. I don't remember exactly what happened next, but I think we decided that we were done golf cart riding for that day. From then on, we referred to it as, quote, the thing. To this day, I'm unsure of what we experienced. Maybe we were too far away to see the truth. Maybe it was a statue or an illusion or something else entirely. All I know is that we will never be able to fully explain it. I don't think about it as much anymore, but it's definitely still in the back of my mind. I haven't asked my friend about it in years. I guess I'm afraid of what she'll say. I would almost rather say that she doesn't remember it at all. Even so, we have a yearly Christmas party gathering, so perhaps I will get up the courage to ask her. We'll see. Ooh, now I need the update on the Christmas party gathering. And that's that. This is definitely the spookiest thing that I have ever encountered, yet I'm still torn between a skeptic and a believer. Hopefully, I'm in the healthy middle, all about balance, baby. Anyway, come October, I'll be visiting Charleston for a concert. The city is one of my favorite places, and I've always been mesmerized by the history and aura of that place. So, of course, I had to make it a weekend trip. I also will not be leaving without getting at least one ghost tour in. Also, I'm planning to visit Poogan's Porch, and I hope to eat there.
Oh my gosh.
I remember it being covered on the pod, and I'm excited to see it in person. I will report back on any ghostly pooches.
Did you see the ghost doggy?
We need to know if you saw the ghost dog.
Oh.
Thank y'all so much for keeping me entertained, informed, and drinking the Kool-Aid. So glad I came across y'all's podcast. I was actually looking for a comprehensive pod on the Jonestown Massacre. Thankfully, my curiosity brought me you wonderful humans, pooches, and kitties, and little guys in the closet. Keep up the great work, and always watch where you're going when you're on a golf cart.
Literally.
Bye. Love, Chloe.
I
Hopefully you enjoyed our episode on Jonestown.
yeah.
Because that was a long
I mean, clearly
episode.
they did because then they continued
Well,
listening.
I wonder if they were just looking up Jonestown stuff, and obviously the name of our show is a Jonestown reference, is what I think was
maybe
was the point. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing more like, what's the word? Factual, I guess. Like when you're like, did I just see that? When
Two people saw
two
the
people
same
see the
thing.
same fucking
Yeah.
thing. Like I've said these moments on the podcast multiple times, but like when me and my roommate both heard a scream coming from the
Hallway.
when me and my friend saw the woman walk into the lake
Yep.
at 3:00 in the morning, when you and I heard the baby crying, like so
Mhm.
many things. Like, come on, how do you explain? How did two people experience that?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like you were alone and you scared yourself, or like this one too.
It's
Like
not
it was
mass
the middle.
hysteria.
It was the middle of the day. Like it's not even like it was
Yeah.
at night and maybe you didn't see something quite right because it was dark. Like it's the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And you both saw the same thing. Like that's pretty creepy.
You saw the thing.
You saw the thing. I wonder. I thought the twist ending was going to be that nobody even lived in that house because they had like seen
Ooh.
somebody come and get the mail and stuff.
That's
like imagine
true.
that if like they're like, oh, nobody lives in that house. Actually, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Chloe, and I'm glad we could help. And thank you so much for joining the Patreon.
Yes.
And we just totally dig you.
We do.
All right, you got one more for me?
I have a last one, and this one, okay, this one is from 2023. I like
Whoa.
I went back and saw that we had
Missed it.
had a few. The first name of this person is Pooh, Pooh, like Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
So
We just talked about
you know
Winnie
what
the Pooh.
I mean? I think it's synchronicity.
This was made for you.
Meant to be. And the title of this message is The Mysterious Breath.
Okay.
This story takes place in my room on a usual night at the early period of Christmas in the year of 2017. Me as a college freshman had to take my usual classes and was definitely more than exhausted on this particular day. I returned to my room and immediately slept off. Before the actual event, I would like to give a brief layout of my room. My hostel has 3 floors, and there are stairs running down either sides of the floor. Towards the left side of the building, there is a lift, which is a common path. And towards the right, there is one long stair reaching all the floors and the terrace above. The right end of the building is where the closely packed individual rooms exist. Mind it, these rooms are isolated, and one has to pass through a glass door to reach the other rooms inside the corridor on the left side of the building.
Okay, so there's like a common space and then
Mhm.
like branches off into the individual rooms.
yes.
Okay, got it.
My room at the time was one of those isolated rooms on the 3rd final floor of the building. I was super tired to notice anything abnormal on this particular day. So after the end of my classes, I had my dinner at the campus, rushed straight to my room, and within a few seconds, I dozed off. Since I have opted for this individual room in my hostel, and well, occasionally I spook myself with my wild imaginations, I used to turn on the night lamps and play my favorite show on the TV and sleep my nights. This day was no different from my usual routine. Around 3:30 a.m., I woke up due to a loud crashing sound. I know it was 3:30 a.m. because my clock was just right on my table near my bed. I was too lazy to investigate it, and I figured out that I needed a cup of water because I was super thirsty. Spoiler, I didn't drink any water at all. After overcoming the tiredness in my eyes, I noticed something unusual. Little info beforehand. My place is pretty prone to power cuts, and it used to make my TV turn on to a self mode, which will display a blue screen.
Like when it like restarts
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay.
So this night, I noticed my TV was on self mode. I didn't pay much attention because I knew this is a possibility, and I tried to get back to sleeping. When I adjusted my position and laid my face towards the entrance of my room, I was laying on my right side on the bed. Then, out of nowhere, there was a deep, heavy breathing just behind my back.
Oh, no.
At first, I thought it was paranoia, and I know I was wide awake at this point. Also, I didn't experience sleep paralysis because I could move my body and could clearly make sounds, but I dare not to. The breathing gets way closer, and now I could physically feel it just right behind my neck.
Oh my gosh.
I am too shocked and too scared to look back.
Yeah, what? I don't think I could turn around.
I would lift
Absolutely not.
my comforter over my head and assume that it would go away. As I know, stupid investigations lead to stupid outcomes. So I stayed still, just as wide awake, but yet closed my eyes as tightly as possible. The breathing was very audible and crystal clear, and this prolonged for 10 to 15 minutes. I suppose the longest 10 to 15 minutes of my life.
That's so long.
That's so long.
That's so long.
Like usually it would be, I feel like a couple
a
seconds.
minute. Yeah, and it feels like an hour, but it was like 45 seconds.
Yeah. I'm not sure when I slid into the dreamland, but I sure did in no time. I still believe the trigger to this mysterious experience was that loud crashing sound. The next morning was a pleasant one, and it was super normal. To my surprise, I couldn't find any cause or evidence related to the sound that I had heard the previous night. Since it was so loud, I assumed there must be some ongoing construction work or so. But unfortunately,
No, it was just your ghost.
it was just your ghost. But unfortunately, there was no concrete explanation for the crash. With all my hopes gone, I went on the day as usual and went to meet my friend that evening after my classes. She resides on the second floor of my hostel in a corridor room, and I went to meet her just to catch up and have our regular chit-chats. During the casual discussion, I brought up this topic about the loud noise as a way to relieve my stress and paranoia. But to my surprise, she was the only other person ever to have heard the loud crashing noise, or at least the only one I knew of. This revelation gave me a spine-chilling sensation and possibly ruled out my suspicions of a dream I must have made up all due to being half asleep and simply created the scenario in my head. A wild imagination possibly manifested and tricked me. I was just the paranoid one. And this also proved that what I heard and experienced the previous night was very real.
Oh, once again, it's the confirmation thing we're talking about. Like, it makes it so much worse. You can't trick yourself into thinking, oh, I just saw something. I just heard something. I was being crazy. Like, you're literally getting confirmation.
To this date, I still don't have any possible explanation about this particular breath just behind my neck.
Ugh.
All I am positive about is the fact that it was someone or something which did want to show me its presence that night. Reminder, also, I am the one who shared about my weird experience about the lift at my hostel in one of your IG lives, where I almost always randomly get trapped inside it for no reason.
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah.
Also, thanks for the lovely episodes you guys post every week. I always get excited for them. You both are goofy, funny, and lovely. I hope to see more of your bickerings as it always makes my day. Thanks for reading.
Oh, yeah, because was that when we were fighting about
Planet of the Apes?
Planet of the Apes?
Probably.
Yeah. We literally went live twice in 1 week just to fight about Planet of the Apes. And we fought about Planet of the Apes both times.
Yeah, we did.
We were talking about two separate movies, by the way, is what the end conclusion of that.
They know. Okay, they know.
If they're real ones, they know.
P.S. English is not my first language, and I'm really sorry for any mistakes I have made along the way.
Thank you so much for taking the time to write that out and share that with us.
Where
That's
are you
super
from?
creepy.
I know.
First of all, want to know where you're from.
Yeah.
Second of all, has anything else happened? Do you still live there? I mean, it sounds like you're in college.
This was 2017, so probably not.
2017?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that the story's from.
Sorry, that when I was like, we didn't even have the podcast. Got it. Okay. Well, have you experienced anything in your new place? I need to know.
Yeah, that's really freaky.
That is so. Literally, when you were describing the breath on the back of the neck, it was making the
Did you
hair.
Feel?
Well, it's like making the hair on the back of my neck like stand up.
Yeah.
Like it was like ugh, because that is such a. Okay, you should watch, anybody who's listening to this, if you liked that story, you should watch the short film Bedfellows. I think I've mentioned it before, maybe just on Patreon, I can't remember, but I'm mentioning it again. It's on YouTube. It's called Bedfellows. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Have you ever been sleeping? Because like I don't love to sleep on my side, like with my back to nothing because it scares me.
Okay.
But have you ever been sleeping and like heard, like you never heard anything like behind you?
I don't think so. I mean, I get sleep paralysis and I do hear things when I get it.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. I've definitely felt things like touch me and stuff.
Oh,
for sure.
I've heard like voices.
Well, remember when I heard voices when we were sleeping on our sides in your bed when we shared a bed
when we were sleeping on my mattress on the floor?
No, the bed frame was still holding on.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah. I heard things that day, and that was in the middle of the day. Remember, we were taking a nap, and I heard things.
Yes.
So I have heard things, but never. I don't know if I've ever had anything like that, like, I don't know. I actually did have a really, really scary experience like 2 weeks ago. Remember how I told you there's those lights, those motion sensor lights out on my
Yes.
balcony now?
Yes.
And we're on the second floor, so it's not like people walking by can trigger them, whatever. In the middle of the night, I like couldn't sleep. I didn't know why. And I have blackout curtains in my room. But obviously there's like little slivers of light that comes through, but it's like not very much. But I'm literally laying there. I can't sleep. I don't know why. I like have my eyes open. I'm like, should I just like give up and look at my phone for a little bit or go to the bathroom or get water? Or like, you know, sometimes that helps just like move around a little bit and
Yeah.
then lay back down and like reset. And I am like just staring at my blackout curtains and then the light goes off, goes on outside.
No.
It's like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Both of the animals are on my bed. So because sometimes like I'll forget that I left the sliding glass door open and like the cat will be out there and that'll set it off. And I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just Tom. Tom is literally laying on top of my chest and Sydney's on my feet. That's how I sleep. It's insane. And I'm not joking, breathing so heavy because I'm like waiting to see a shadow of somebody walk through the light.
Yeah.
And then that one goes off and then the other one goes on. Like something was pacing on my balcony.
Okay.
Like that
Hold on,
scene
hold
in
on.
Insidious.
Hold
you
on,
know,
hold on, hold
when
on.
she hears like the pacing and she like looks up
Yes.
and then the guy and then he's in the room. Like that's literally I'm not kidding you, my heart was pounding so bad. I was like, oh, this is it. Like someone's gonna be on our balcony. And then I'm going, I doubt I locked that other sliding glass door because I live on the second floor. So sometimes I forget to lock it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Okay, I just had a really weird feeling just
Uh-huh.
now. Like a chill just like ran down my spine.
Really?
And
Your eyes are watering even.
because I just had a really weird thought and
Okay.
feeling because you haven't been able to sleep for the last 2
I
weeks.
haven't been sleeping. I haven't slept more than like 2 hours a night for the last 2 weeks. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And you just said that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What if there's something
That is keeping me awake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know. I like literally when you were saying that, a fucking chill ran all the way down my spine.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's something in your house.
Great. Just what I needed.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
One more thing for me.
Oh my God. Wait. Because like that, the timeline makes sense. From
No,
when you
it
stopped
does.
being able to sleep.
No, it does. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm not joking. I haven't slept in weeks.
No, I know.
Yeah. You know, because I'm texting you at like 3, 4 in the
All
morning.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, just
Well, that's what's going on with me, everybody. How are you guys doing? Well, if you guys have a story you would like to send in to us, you can do that at dtkpod.com. You can /contact. You can also just directly email us at drinkthekool-aid@gmail.com. Or if you are on our Patreon, you can just send us a direct message on there and we will keep it like that. So thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you have had a very happy holiday and that you're manifesting some awesome stuff for the new year. And we are just so, so grateful that we get to do this. Like, you know, we're going into our 5th year of doing this. And, you know, it feels really good to have all of you listeners and supporters. And yeah, it's just really nice.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe this is the last episode of 2025.
Ugh, 2026 is such a gross. Like 2025 is such a nice number. 2026
Well,
is
5
like,
is my favorite number.
2026. I'm just like, can we just like get to 7 already?
Yeah. Skip 6, go to 7.
Just go straight to 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you for all of your listener stories. Thank you for always being vulnerable and awesome with us. And we just totally dig you. But most importantly, make sure you keep that front door locked.
Make sure you keep your mind open
And keep drinking the Kool-Aid.